Hi, welcome back to Waste Some Time with Jason Green. I am Jason Green. It's Wednesday and the holidays are here. That means all of your favorite fast food is offering a holiday menu. Some of them are harder to find than others. I've been all over town today trying to find things. Hopefully, my guests today, Wednesday 13 and Sean Clark, uh, have had better luck than I did. But we're going to get into that. I don't want to talk too much because they've got food that's getting cold and shakes that are melting. And so the big holiday taste test right after that. All right, you know him, you love him. He's got a tour kicking off next year, a lot of cities. He just announced the date today in Belgium, and he loves Belgian waffles, so he's set. Wednesday 13. How are you, Wednesday?
There's my smoke introduction.
Very
Yes,
good.
yes. I like Belgian waffles so much. I'm going back to Belgium.
That's what happens. And you know him from Horror's Hallowed Grounds, Malfunction. Here he is, Sean Clark. Good to see you, Sean.
There he is.
All right, let's go over what everyone got, what everyone got, because I did terrible. I went to 2 Jack in the Boxes, and the first one said they no longer have the shake, and then the second location told me that they ran out of the cookies. So I have no shake, which sounded like the most fun part. Sean, did you get a Biscoff shake? Look at that.
Yes, I did. It was sticking out like with the whipped cream earlier, but it's slowly deflating. I have not tried it yet.
All
right. Did you get one Wednesday?
I just went to McDonald's. I did not get the Jack in the Box stuff.
All right. Well,
but I'm gonna live it through you though.
I also got the Biscoff donut hole thing.
Yeah, that looks good. I think that would go good with the shake. You know, Sean,
I got those holiday French fries.
You don't have to be on camera, but I got something you'll want.
Holiday French fries.
Started eating these because McDonald's fries are not good cold.
Just holiday chicken McNuggets too, in case I needed to chase down something after these McRibs.
Biscoff donut bites from Jack in the Box.
There it is.
There it is. Your first McRib. It's rare.
Smells weird. It smells like a dog toy. Is it supposed to smell like that?
I'm not sure I know what a dog toy smells like.
Well, you haven't lived life.
I got a
maybe not.
McDonald's. I just need to give you the.
But so at least we've got.
Sorry, I'm having conversations here. I'm passing off food to Nay as well because I don't want to eat all this. I mean, I'll try everything, but you know what I mean.
I'm with you. This is a lot of food. I always say at this time, I'm type 1 diabetic. I injected a lot of insulin before this. Now, Wednesday, you have the holiday pie.
I've never had a pie either, just so you guys know. Never had an apple pie, but this holiday pie looks okay. I've been giving pastries a try around the globe. You know, as you know, recently I had a Belgian waffle, which is why I just booked a Belgian festival. And I'm just living life large now. You know, hitting McDonald's. You know, I Uber
McDonald's had no holiday pies either. So you guys have it. Now, Sean, you've said you've had one before.
I tried it, yeah.
Was it great?
It's been a while.
What is in a McDonald's holiday pie?
I think it's some sort of pudding, kind of. Like, I don't know. I'm going to eat this real quick because this is the coldest thing that
What is that? I can't see.
It's the Biscoff. It's the Biscoff donut holes or whatever.
What
donut
is
bites.
Biscoff? When you say that name, I think of that wrestling promoter, Eric Biscoff from Monday Nitro.
It's those cookies they give you. They used to give you on United flights. I think they give them on Delta too.
Now they give you on Delta. I'm tired of it. But what you're having now,
Delta Force.
Hold on. Let's figure out what's in that thing. You're having the Jack. You're having the Jack in the Box Biscoff shake, which is I think it's just a regular shake with cookies.
No, it's eggnog. It's like I think it's like a nog and Biscoff mix is what the shake is. I think.
I think that's what Michelle told me.
I've never had eggnog. I don't even know what noggin means.
I haven't either.
Now, does that mean it comes from the head of a cow, from the noggin? Is that what eggnog?
Yeah, right here.
So what Sean is having is the Noggy or Nice Biscoff shake.
I see what they did there.
Okay, so I just had the Biscoff donut bites, and it tastes just like a donut hole, but has a little cinnamon-y kind of Biscoff-y like flavor to it.
I'm gonna try this holiday chicken McNugget real quick, just because it's.
You've had a McNugget before, though, right?
Oh, many.
Okay.
Many. I have slaughtered many McNuggets in my life. I remember McDonald's when they had the little styrofoam, and they had dark meat nuggets, and had little pieces of weird stuff in it. That was the good old days.
Am I the only one that got this?
You're the only one who has it. I'm a little jealous. It looks good.
Well, sip, hooray. Let me try it.
Whoa.
Now, what that is it's Jack's Vanilla Shake blended with eggnog flavors, Biscoff cookie crumbs, and finished with whipped topping.
Mm.
I don't know.
Did you get the regular or the large?
Regular.
Yeah. Smart. What do you think?
I'm not sure yet.
That nugget tastes exactly like I remember it tasting. Average.
You know, it kind of tastes like it definitely tastes like a Biscoff cookie blended into vanilla. I don't taste any eggnog. I don't really know what eggnog tastes like, but it tastes like a Biscoff cookie and a shake.
McDonald's used to sell an eggnog shake. They didn't do it this year, and I really liked it, but it's not around right now.
It's pretty good.
So I'm going to take a bite.
Nay, do you want to try the shake?
Look at this.
Well, hold on, Wednesday. We're going to get a drum roll for you. Let's see if Nay likes it.
You better get a big drum roll.
She don't want to be on camera, but she'll try it.
Yeah, you better get a big drum roll going.
She can react off camera. I have one, a McRib as well. Now, I've had the McRib.
Eggnog shake. It tastes like a Biscoff cookie shake.
We'll have this holiday vape.
I think they'll like it.
Why do you have two things going on at once?
Because this way I can read comments.
Oh.
What does she think? Has she tried it?
She has salad in my mouth. She has salad in her mouth, so she's waiting to swallow the salad first.
Wash it down.
She's eating healthy. I'm not.
What? You guys make vampire things out of your French fries? You do that often?
She likes it.
Often, but...
You don't do that often, or you do that often?
I don't do it often. I think Sean said he does, though.
Oh, yeah.
You taste eggnog? I don't know what eggnog tastes like, so.
It's hard to describe.
She says she tastes a little hint of eggnog.
Hint, yeah. Now we're going to get to everyone's questions. We're going to get to all the questions and comments. We wanted to get started before the food starts melting and getting cold. So Wednesday, did you order the McRib without the onions and pickle?
I ordered it plain Jane. They offered it that way. I got it plain. As you'll see, it's plainly sitting here. It looks like a little casket. Like,
You didn't get sauce on it?
I got sauce on the side.
Oh, dude, because I mean
you're a disgrace.
Hey, look,
you're a disgrace to McDonald's fans everywhere.
Oh my God!
I mean, I don't like the pickles or onions either, but I got the sauce at least. Come on.
I got the sauce on the side. I got barbecue sauce on the side.
You got to douse it though. It's really meant to be.
Yeah, but see, why do I want to do that? What if I like it and then I don't like it because it's barbecue sauce? Barbecue sauce to me is like syrup. I'm not really a big fan.
You dip your nuggets in barbecue sauce.
Yeah, but watch how I dip my nuggets. You want to see something very weird? And the lady makes fun of me of this because this is what I do. This is how I dip, y'all.
You're a dainty dipper? I think he's a dainty.
I'm going to show you with a nugget how I dip.
All right.
If you're sitting with me and we're having a conversation, like when you and I go have our Pizookie, I'm like this. I go, it's a little small. I dip one side, and then I'll kind of like do this on the side, like just a little bit, just a little bit.
You're a dainty dipper.
Dainty. That's the word I'm looking for.
Wow.
I never know what to expect next from you. But the whole point of McRib is that it doesn't taste very good, and you want to douse it in sauce.
Well,
There's
it smells like a dog toy. I've been to Petco quite a bit because I like to go in there and look at animals. This kind of smells like a dog toy, but it doesn't smell bad, and it doesn't look.
I'm eating
It
it.
doesn't look that bad. Like
it's a boneless pork sandwich. Some people say it's really made out of yoga mat materials. There's a lot of controversy over it. It was
Some
on
good
the
yoga mat.
good yoga mat. It was on the menu permanently. They now make it a seasonal item. You can only get it in either November or December. This year it's December. Now Wednesday, make sure you put at least a little sauce on it.
hold on. Let me put a little dainty sauce on it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold
A
on.
dainty dip.
Hold on,
Oh
guys.
wow,
Let me
they put
nurse-
a lot on yours, huh, Jason?
Oh yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Too much sauce. Let me back it down here.
I don't think
Never
have
too much
enough.
sauce.
My McRib, my choice. My McRib, my choice. My McRib.
That's gonna
My
change
choice.
next year. Anyway.
All right, look, I got a little bit of sauce on there for you haters. And here we go.
How
Bottoms
long has that
up.
been
I'm gonna-
sitting for?
All right. What? About 20 minutes, 20, maybe 30. So here we go.
Go for it.
All right.
He
See,
likes it.
barbecue sauce immediately reminds me of chicken McNuggets.
Same sauce.
You know, it's really not much different than the chicken McNugget. So I just had a couple before them. Now, there's an aftertaste here. Very yoga mat.
Well, is that
People-
good?
The expression changed.
Yeah, it's just not really. I'm not going crazy for it. I'm wondering why people really get been out of shape when they go, oh man, the McRib's back. It's like Shark Week for some people.
Mm-hmm. Well,
It
I
just
think
tastes
it was
pretty average
popular.
to me. It tastes like a mystery meat.
I'm
is.
not sure people who are having it for the first time will have the same experience because we grew up with it when it had more chemicals and things in it. We were used to it. And when they took it away, we wanted it back. So
I don't think I like that McRib. I don't think I want another bite of it, to be honest with you.
Oh, so I have some news, breaking news here on the McRib front.
Uh-oh.
So
Breaking news.
well, people, as I read Michael Brooks' mention in the comments here about the Jack Osbourne connection to the McRib.
yes.
By the way, Jason, get that bit of sauce off the side of your mouth. It's driving me crazy.
Thank
Can
you.
you not see yourself?
No.
All right.
We're blind.
Anyway, so a fan, I was sitting with Jack at Steel City Comic Con. Was it last weekend or the weekend before? I don't remember. Anyway, and a fan came up with a McDonald's bag and said, I bought you a McRib. And Jack was just like, oh, Jesus, And the guy said, would you, are you going to really eat it? And Jack goes, I'll tell you what, I'll take a bite. He goes, I haven't had one in forever. And he did take it out and he ate, took a big bite, put it in the thing. And, he said, yeah, it tastes about what I remember. And that was all he had of it. And the rest got thrown away. But Jack will still eat a McRib.
On an episode of the Osbournes, he talked about how the McRib is back. And when you're on television and there's reruns, people start to associate you with the McRib.
I'm going to
He
chase
also
this
said
McRib
that
down
he's
with a
shocked.
chicken McNugget.
He
What
said
is he
that he's
shocked
shocked that McDonald's has never reached out to him for an endorsement because he said he would 110% do it.
Yeah.
Be the spokesperson for the McRib.
I think that, for Sean, you and I, we're reliving a memory by having the McRib. For Wednesday,
Yeah,
it's like,
from
well,
like
this is
2
what
weeks
we
ago.
have. Mhm.
Yeah.
That's my
I want
second
to have this
ingredient.
memory of going, man, I remember when I tried a McRib and it was awful.
You,
It was
Good.
right around Christmas. So I'll think
good.
of Christmas.
you might be called a picky eater. I'm not sure.
Me?
Now, let's talk about pie. Holiday pie, to be exact. You guys are going to try a seasonal dessert that's available for a limited time at participating McDonald's locations. It's made of buttery crust, creamy custard, sugar glaze, and rainbow sprinkles. Just 260 calories.
I'm going to try it right now because it's calling my name. Here we go.
I can't see you dislike this.
Here we go. It's going in, guys.
Have you had custard before? I feel like no.
Wait a minute.
There we go.
Now this is more what I'm talking about.
All right.
Oh, look at this. Look
I
at
like
that.
the cuss, and I like custard now. I don't think I've ever had custard. I've had pudding.
There was a time when we couldn't get you to try a pancake. Now you're having.
Well, I was put off by custard because of General George Custer and his involvement with the Confederations, and that's racism, and I would not eat racism.
This is better than I remember.
This is what I'm talking about. This is
It
better
kinda
than
tastes like
all of it.
Tastes like a sugar cookie with a little bit of
With a little bit of
flavorless pudding.
a little bit of finger cream,
I'm
Well,
giving
how
the
could
rest
you-
a name.
if you know what I mean.
How could you possibly eat your meat if you don't have your pudding?
Finger cream is what I'm talking about.
Let's say hello to some people who are watching. Clint was the first one here.
You know what? That kind of tastes like this. Jason's going to be surprised. I mean, Sean, you'll be
Sure.
surprised at this. Very similar to this.
Let's take a look here. A lot of people saying hi. This is the Wednesday 13 Army. This is Wednesday's cat. Wednesday's cat is going to be eating that McRib soon.
My cat's over here, and she has not came over here yet, and she's due. She likes French fries, so
A lot of people said no way you would touch the McRib. You did.
I did. I took a bite out of it, and it wasn't great.
I gotta be honest though.
Yeah.
Not that I'm trying to defend McDonald's. You really have to eat it fresh because time is not good to McDonald's food. If it
No.
It is
sits,
not. It is not good to McDonald's food.
Time is of the essence.
It's like Escape from New York. It's just counting down, and like any minute, it's just gonna be. It's like Bracelet. You're like, this is over. This is awful.
if you eat McDonald's fries when they're fresh, they're the best. But 15 minutes later, they're terrible.
I think Wendy's fries are superior over McDonald's fries. That's just me.
My favorite is Raising Cane's fries.
Yes, I had those yesterday.
Those are good. The crinkle fries.
You guys haven't had Dave's Hot Chicken. That's crinkle fries. Their crinkle fries are just as crinkly. Maybe exactly the same. Maybe they're copying the same recipe.
I didn't care for their chicken. I don't like that all that, and I got the mildest. That spice is too overwhelming that they put on it.
Don't even know what you're talking about.
Well,
don't even know.
This guy takes pickles and onions off of his, and his sauce off of the McRib, and but he's okay with the spice from hell.
I like it so much. I went in by myself and ate by myself. Talked to myself like a homeless person. It was. I like it that much.
Jason Holstein mentions the Thing with Two Heads episode that you will never see, the lost episode. Sean has a show with Academy Award winner Christopher Nelson, and they do it sometimes once a month, I think, sometimes a little bit more. And they both
been
have
about
business.
2.
And they were due for a new one. Sean, you recorded. You made an episode.
We filmed an episode that didn't get recorded.
Sean forgot to hit the record button. These things happen. I did an interview with Lloyd Kaufman. the whole thing was erased. I never got to put it out. I've had other things like that. You know, you get in the heat of the moment. I've done this live, and I waited 5 minutes going, why is no one talking? And realized I didn't hit the go live button. So now, Sean, will you try to recreate it, or it's just lost?
Let's just keep wrapping up these
honestly,
bags.
I think that the thing that makes our podcast so good is the spontaneity.
Yep.
And when we talked about stuff like movies we saw and stuff like that, it was all, organic, and now it would feel pre-thought out. And it sucks because we went over so much stuff because it's been so long since we done an episode. And man, we both felt like we got punched in the stomach when I realized I hadn't hit record. Man.
Yeah, it's a rough one, especially when you had a good show and you talked about good things.
And it's a good show when even Chris said, "Oh, that was a good show too," because he hates every show.
When did you realize you didn't hit record? How soon after?
Right at the end, because at the end I go to end the thing, and as I'm ending it, and I'm like, "Where's the button to end recording?" And that's when I realized it wasn't recording.
Mm-hmm. How did Christopher Nelson take the news?
Not happy.
Mm-hmm.
But we both at least were in agreement that we definitely weren't going to start over because we were talking 2 hours,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you'll drown your sorrows in a noggy shake. And let's see here. A lot of people get angry at McDonald's, or they get angry at the McRib. Robert, he says these guys paid over $25 each for that crap McDonald's food. I paid $5. I just grilled up some peppers. He's cooking.
Dude, the prices have gotten nuts.
Robert Hart said this.
Mm-hmm. Do you know him?
No, but I made you guys think I did. See, that's a new character I'm playing.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? I saw something about Alaska. What is that? Oh, do you remember having an A&W root beer in a frosted mug as a kid in Alaska?
Mm-mm.
I remember there was an A&W, fast food restaurant right by my trailer park, in Anchorage. We lived in those mobile homes, and it was literally right outside of our trailer park. There was a hill, and you could see it at the top of the hill you could pretty much see it from our place. So yeah, I'm quite familiar with the A&W.
I don't think that they have A&W stores anymore. I'm not sure, but I remember getting. Okay, they do. Yeah.
Yeah, they're still out there. Not many, but I see them occasionally. Yeah,
I enjoyed them, but I went to the Mall of America and I hadn't had sugar. I was just diabetic for a few years, and I said I'm going to try an A&W root beer float. And if you haven't had sugar in 2 years and you finally have it, it was like it's all I can imagine being a junkie would be like. I was thinking about fucking the shake. I was so attracted to it, and it's so good that I was going to have relations with it. But
I, on the other hand, just threw my shake away. It's a little too much.
I'm going to try to buy into A&W, the company, and see if I can get half rights to the company, the W, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people are saying the McRib needs to be eaten within 5 minutes of purchase. It's not for everybody, and I definitely think it has to be slathered.
I kind of had like this imagination that McRib would be brought out to my car the way that big rib was brought out to Fred Flintstone that flipped over his car.
Brontosaurus, yeah.
Yes.
Classically Deceased, thank you for the super chat. Again, talking about the horrible news, the tragedy of the thing with two heads. Sean, can you tell us what movies you've seen lately? And that is a good question. Sean, any new movies you recommend?
Well, the movies we covered in the episode, we talked about The Substance, talked about Speak No Evil, a lot of documentaries, talked about the Christopher Reeve documentary, a Pixies documentary I stumbled upon that was really good.
I'd like to see that.
Band-Aid documentary that just came out on YouTube, which is really good. I highly recommend that. And I know I just saw it's, what sucks is I put them on my phone, and as we talk about them, I delete them. So I don't even have a record of what we talked about. I just watched something else. Oh, I just watched Smile 2, which was surprisingly pretty good. I liked it more than the first one.
I think I missed Smile 1. Wednesday, have you seen Smile?
Missed it. Missed
Sean is a
all
man of
those.
the world.
Missed all those movies. The only thing you said that you mentioned to me is a documentary on Band-Aids. That sounds interesting.
Johnson & Johnson, yeah. There's
They
nothing
go
better
back
than
to the first cut.
There's nothing better than discussing Band-Aid, the feeding the world as we eat McRibs, and we thank God it's them instead of us.
And throw away half the food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like peasants. But that's my favorite way to. Speaking of Band-Aids, I went and saw the guy who wrote the Band-Aid theme song the other night, and the man who wrote the Band-Aid theme song is Barry Manilow. And
The guy that wrote "I'm Stuck on Band-Aids" because Band-Aids stuck on. He wrote that.
Yes, he writes the songs. Yeah, and
That makes
he's
I feel like
Wednesday
you're
sing.
making that up.
He's 81 years old. He put on a great show. He was a lot of fun. He had a lot of energy. He said, when I was younger, I used to listen to Johnny Mathis. And what's funny is tomorrow I will be in Los Angeles and I will see Johnny Mathis, who is 89 years old. On my
he
tour.
Can't kick or stretch
No.
or kick.
No kicking, no stretching, no kicking. And I'm on my world tour of seeing old singers before they bite the dust or buy the farm, as they say. But we'll be getting together because I'm going to be there. I'm staying in Orange County this time, and I will be there for 3 days. And Sean, we're looking forward to the big Christmas party. I will be honest with you. I'm pulling my hair out over this white elephant. Wednesday, have you given some thought about what to bring?
I just find myself thinking about the white elephant and I just don't get it. Just don't get the whole. Just don't get it. But I understand
the white elephant concept, bro.
Explain it. Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
The white elephant. I mean, you can go buy something that you think is a good gag gift or whatever, or you can re-gift something that somebody gave you don't want. I've got tons of that.
Okay.
So you can guarantee you're going to be getting some of that from me. Don't show us anything.
No, I'm just filling in this drawer to see what maybe would be a good gift. I've got all kinds of stuff I can.
And you
bring.
better not give us the other half of that McRib.
Sean, has anyone brought something that you thought was too extravagant? Like they went above, maybe it was too much.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes people will bring something really good everybody's fighting for, but
So what happens? Explain this to me. So how do I bring the gift in and you don't know that it's mine? Because what if I bring it in a really cool box and you go,
Well, I mean, if somebody can memorize wrapping paper as somebody's walking in, then fine. But what you do is you just bring in a wrapped gift. The moment you walk in, you give it to me or Nay, or you take it yourself.
What if you guys aren't ready for the gift and people are already eyeballing it and they go, oh, well, I've already seen that shape. I know what Wednesday's bringing. There's anxieties building inside of me about this.
I've never remembered what somebody walked in with. I don't pay attention. I'm too busy trying to entertain.
So don't use the Wednesday 13 rolling wrapping paper.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically, you can either walk in with it and put it where all the gifts are going to be stored. There's a spot upstairs underneath the chainsaws, to be exact. That little space under. That's where we'll put them, and just put it there. And then later in the evening, when it's time to do the thing, I'll have the numbers. Actually, I always forget to do it ahead of time. I'm making myself a note. Numbers. So have the numbers cut up and and so however many people are there, we put the numbers in there.
Didn't know there'd be math on the exam.
Shake it up, and then I pass out the numbers to people. You reach in, pull a number out. Everybody sits down. And then once they're all given out, you look at your number. And if you're number 1, you go first. And you pick the first gift and open it. If you're the first person and you open the gift and it's a shitty gift, you're pretty much out of the game because nobody's going to try to steal that gift. That's the only thing that can be a bummer. That's why it's cool if all the gifts are somewhat desirable. Last year, it was a great game. Like, it seemed like everything was kind of wanted. People kept stealing stuff, and you can only steal it twice. So it can go to a person, third person that gets it, keeps it. It's that gift's locked. So if you stole something and then the next person goes and they said, I want what he got, and they steal it. And then the third person goes and then they steal it from the second person. That third person's got it. Or you can take the chance and grab a new gift.
This sounds like a really mean game.
It's
It is.
very mean.
That's great
And
about it.
Stealing
And you get your own gift. Or you pick. How does that work? I missed that part.
You can get your own gift, but it would have to be timed perfectly for, well, I mean, you can't end up with your own gift unless you purposely picked it.
Right.
You know?
But I'm saying, so the number
it can
you
be
just
done. There's people that count numbers.
So you just get a number. That's just the order you pick. Then you go to the gift pile and you grab a gift, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
What if I'm good at counting numbers and I get my own gift and I get it right back? And then you throw me out of your casino.
There's
forever.
no way to actually calculate that perfectly. I mean, because you'd have to let two people would have to have stolen it, and then your number would have had to have been, pulled.
There's ways
So
of
you
doing
got
it,
picked
man.
first?
They can manipulate the weather these days. I can figure out how to get my own number. I can do it.
He's going to bring a white elephant, an actual white elephant.
I was thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
What if we did a white lion?
I think.
Well, if Mike Tramp showed up.
Yeah, that's a whole nother game.
I can get his phone number.
Well, anyway, I think it sounds exciting. Sean, for those who don't know, he's the CEO of Convention All Stars, and he books some very successful talent. And these are higher up folks. They're not going to want shit gifts. We're going to have to step this up.
They don't care. Yeah. Those people probably won't even show up anyway.
Right. Now, the gift you showed us that you got in our text message, that's a pretty good gift.
His was good.
Yeah, we should play that game on here.
It was from Ice Nine Kills, I think, but I don't know if we should say what it was. But...
Oh, the OJ board game.
Guess we are.
Yeah. He's passed away now, so we can play it.
I'm wearing the Silver Scream Con hoodie.
Nice. Nice, very cool.
It says Ice Nine Kills, I believe. There. Anyway.
Now, Sean, I heard a rumor that the biggest Friday the 13th convention ever is happening soon. Do you know about this?
I know a Friday the 13th convention is happening soon. I can't say if it's going to be the biggest ever.
Yeah, I hear they're working on having a lot of people. It's supposed to be a big turnout, and I don't know much else about it. But
I mean, I'm booking people into it. Do I think it could? I mean, I don't want to get into the whatever, but I will say that it's not how I would have done it.
Corey Feldman.
I doubt he'll be there.
Yeah.
But
well, then I ain't going.
They just lost. They
just lost. I ain't going.
He was at the first one though. The 25th convention I went to, which was in Hollywood, corner of Hollywood and Highland, at an old abandoned bank, which I think now is an escape room. Yeah, or it was an escape room at one point.
We're gonna get to some of your questions, but before we get too carried away, I should point out maybe it's Little Debbie time.
I was hoping you'd say that. I had to go out of my way. I bought 2 boxes. I only brought one in here because I don't want to tempt myself.
Now, Sean,
I have not even opened the box. Nay brought these from Long Island. She sought them out because I couldn't find them here. I have not had one.
You've never had this.
And she said, "What does you say they taste like?" She said that the exact same thing is something called a zebra cake.
Yes.
I don't know if that's true because I've never had that.
She is correct. She is 100% correct. The only difference is these little sprinkles will give you a different sensation on your taste buds than the zebra cake. Now,
all right,
but the rest of it is zebra territory. I promise.
All right.
Now
Well,
you've
it's
never.
rare that there's
Now
something
you
that
gave me a
Sean
hard
has.
time because I never had a Twinkie, but you've never had these.
this is some BS. Look how empty. I just pulled out one. This is like some package. Like they make you look like you're getting more.
It's
That's
very
how little
rare.
Debbie
Sean,
does it. That's how she does it. She's a
not doing Dallas.
She's
No,
a
she does
trickster.
pastry. It's rare, Sean, that there's something that you haven't had. You're usually the most experienced in these things.
Yeah.
All
All
right,
right, hold up now. Let me get it out of the package before you all get crazy.
Now, little Debbie
It
makes
smells like a zebra too.
All right, we doing this?
Right. Yeah, let's do it.
Bottoms up. What, we eating the top first or what?
Top.
Oh,
All right. Because the bottom tastes different, just so you know.
the sprinkles are the key.
I told you. It takes you out of that zebra territory, maybe more into a giraffe.
Now, because Sean doesn't have the nostalgia, maybe he won't even care.
Look at this. What do you think?
Try another bite.
All right, I'll join you.
I'm going to finish it. Going in diabetic coma. We're hanging on Sean's every word.
I don't know. It don't really do much for me.
What?
It's not gross, but it's not good.
Man, I'm in the Christmas spirit instantly after two. But now the third bite, I might just go all in.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Now, little Debbie also makes other Christmas items. For example, the snowflake brownie.
What? What in the what?
And it's just a normal brownie with a little snow on top.
What is? I was not notified about this.
Now, I didn't know about this, but I did know about this holiday item, which is the cherry cordials. Have you seen this? It's like a little.
I don't go.
None of my stores had any little Debbie holiday
I don't go near cherries.
It's like no cherries. It's like a little soft chocolate thing with some stuff inside of it.
I can't eat cherries without thinking about Janie Lane. I just won't do it.
Let's see here.
That cake was excellent, and I love the aftertaste. It just gives you this Christmas film in your mouth. Christmas film.
What do you want?
Yeah, I don't know.
I love it.
I got to be honest with you. I've heard so many people hype up these damn tree cakes that I was so psyched. I thought I was going to love it, and I'm not.
Well, first
thrilled.
off,
I'm bummed.
You need to go to the Christmas tree factory and get them fresh. Right out of the production, and just put them right.
Has anybody tried the? Were you okay? Oh, you're trying to pull the McDonald's on me. I see what you're saying. Well, give me to the factory. I'll try one fresh. Hey, was it you, Jason, that said that they had an ice cream version of this?
They do, which I think is the best. I haven't been able to find it anywhere. They grind up those little trees and those little sprinkles into ice cream, and I was shocked at how good it was. I think this is the same thing, though. The tree is the same as the McRib. If it's not something, because they're not the best tasting, because
you need to keep them cold. That is the trick. Keep the Christmas tree cakes cold. I came home and immediately put it in the fridge. It was not cold enough, but it was still good. But that's the way you got to have it. You have it cold. McRib hot, Christmas tree cake cold. Remember the difference.
Well, I just think we like to see things that we had when we were young. I mean, the holidays in general is us trying to recapture our youth. I have all kinds of holiday nonsense here. I buy anything that says Christmas on it. This is reindeer red noses with milk
What?
chocolate pretzel bites.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just got that today. And then this is Mike and Ike's Merry Mix. For those of you who like candy, Wednesday looks interested.
Looks
they
like
have
it's the
cherries.
exact same thing.
Oh, I found something too. I forgot to grab. Whoa.
These are Rudolph's gummies. Everyone likes a good gummy. I don't know the milligrams on this, but you take a few of
Whoa.
these.
Now are those gummies different colored gummies? Is that the colors I'm seeing in the corner there?
It looks like
Yeah.
Santa's green, Rudolph is red, and Bumble is blue. Yeah,
Bumble.
I'll be right back. I got to get something to drink after that tree.
he's got to chase it down. These
I'm
are
gonna eat all those leftover Christmas trees at Sean's party. I'm just gonna go in a corner and just eat all of them.
yeah, you know where they are. These
I'm
are
gonna
frosted
disappear for a little
snowman.
bit and just eat them all. Just like have glitter all over my face, be all
Okay.
glazed out.
Now this is another new addition this year that I've never seen before. This is called
What is it?
Oreo snowballs.
You know, I think I saw. Are those ice cream?
No,
Okay.
it's a cream-filled candy with cookie pieces.
Oh, that looks amazing.
And it
God
wasn't. Yeah, this
damn it.
wasn't.
Why didn't I
yeah.
see this? Can you
I
bring all
can
this
try.
stuff when you fly over here tomorrow?
Yes, I'll bring a whole.
Bring those because we could eat those maybe on the way to Sean's.
Now I'm so insane that I collect chocolate just to collect. This is the Christmas Vacation Double Crisp Mix. I bought this like 3 or 4 years ago.
What?
And
What
then
is it?
on top of that, I got more nonsense. This is Christmas Vacation Nuts About Christmas Berry Nutty Mix. It's sealed. This is probably 5 years old.
With
And,
Seal,
Sealed, yeah.
the artist?
And then Mary Clarkmas cookies. You could probably make
Yes,
a
Merry
shake.
Clarkmas to everybody.
Yeah, Sean Clarkmas, yeah. And
Man, there are some people that are really into Christmas. Like
now
yourself.
here is some of the wackiest Christmas Vacation candy items I bought. All of this shit is discontinued. This is a fudge bar called the Shitter's Full. I don't know much about the marketing
That's
of a
pretty
fudge
cool, though.
bar called Shitter's Full.
That wins. That of
Are
all
those
the stuff
from
we
last
got.
year or this year?
These are like 3 or 4 years.
Because I remember when there was all those Christmas vacation candies.
I
It's
don't remember
Marty
that at
Moose
all.
eggnog flavor. This
Ugh.
is Aunt Bethany's cat food not included key lime mix.
That's
The
weird.
Christmas Vacation license seems to be very easy to acquire. Anything that they can license. These are different chocolate bars with
Huh.
Clark on them, and like I said, this stuff has been sitting in my house for years. Then there's the Rudolph chocolate series. You got to have that.
Man,
And
they
that's
made
the only-
everything.
Yeah,
They're
they got
like it's like
And
Kiss.
then they made white chocolate, Burl Ives. You haven't lived until bit into a white chocolate Burl Ives.
Oh, I love the taste of Burl.
Yeah.
Sean, I
Are
think
those
you would-
from this year?
Yes, there's a 60th anniversary version. Sean, I think you would like these Oreo snowballs.
Bring
I
those
think I would.
with you so we can eat those at your house, Sean.
Okay,
talk
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
about
Well,
white
I
elephants.
guarantee you the rest of those Christmas tree cakes will be available at the party.
yeah, Wednesday
Because I
knows what he's
won't
going to
be.
have.
Was
Put 'em
that
on a
White
tray.
Elephant a Ted Nugent album?
What happened?
What?
Did you see that when I went like that? And I don't know. Anyway,
It was
which Ted Nugent album?
Look, see if it does.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh.
No.
Burl
Usually it
Ives
does balloons and stuff.
matters.
Bro Lives
Yeah,
Matters.
Ted
That's
Nugent
great.
should have an album called White Elephant, and it's a Christmas record. And you don't know what you're going to get with the album because he won't talk about it.
Mhm.
Uh,
Okay.
I'm trying to catch up on some of your questions. And hey, I got some rock and roll news for you guys that nobody knows, but I can't tell you until after the show. But it's good. You'll like it.
Uh-oh.
So when we go
It
off,
better have something to do with Poison or Bret Michaels' Rock of Love.
you never know.
That's-
I have the
that's all I
Rudolph
do is I
cereal too. Do we still have that?
I
Rudolph
tried that.
cereal?
Hey, what did you? I didn't think it was very good.
I don't like chocolate cereals, so I didn't care for it.
You
It's
don't like
supposed to
Cookie
taste-
Crisp?
It's supposed to taste like hot chocolate, and by the magic of television, there it is. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, limited edition, hot cocoa flavored cereal.
I don't
I
like
already
that
powered
artwork.
through my Christmas Crunch.
Yeah, the Christmas Crunch. That's right.
Man, there's
I
a lot of
watched-
Christmas foods.
I watched Frosty the Snowman last night. I watched Rudolph the night before. We're getting into the full swing of the Christmas spirit.
I am getting out of it. The more the days go by, I'm getting out of Christmas. I watch Forensic Files all week so far.
They could have Christmas episodes.
They don't, but you know,
People in
I
the
haven't watched
emergency
any
room.
Christmas stuff.
No,
I don't really like it. I don't know. I'm trying to be in the Christmas spirit, but I like those Christmas tree cakes.
Dude, we haven't even started decorating. We haven't got our tree yet.
uh-oh.
I had that tree and I threw it out. I just threw
What,
it
you
right in
gave
the
up
trash
already?
can. Threw it right out.
Why'd you throw it out?
I just got sick of looking at it and threw it right in the trash. I asked the lady, I said, "Hey, is it cool if I throw this away?" Because she bought it for me as a gift. And I said, "Is it cool if I throw this away?" And she's like, "Yeah," because she hates Christmas.
Mm.
But you're bringing her to the party.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, she doesn't care for Christmas trees.
Okay.
I have this Sunday, I'm going to do my annual Christmas special. And if you guys are available, pop on. And
Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
I think
You're in
I'm
church
available.
probably in the morning. But, and I'm going
Where
to
are you going
unveil.
to do it from?
I'm going to do it. I'll be home.
Okay.
And I'm going to unveil this 9.5-foot Christmas tree that is right there.
Whoa.
It's going to be exciting. And I went to a Christmas party last night. Sally Steele of Vegas Rocks magazine, she had a Christmas party, and I went there and I talked to a bunch of people who may pop in. Do you guys know Craig Gass, the comedian?
I am friendly with Craig Gass.
Yes.
Gass.
I don't know him. I know his work.
He's going
I think
to.
I may have his phone numbers.
He's known for his Gene Simmons impression,
That's
and
why I know him.
does an incredible Sebastian Bach impression, and others. And so he's going to pop in for the Christmas special and probably do a few voices for us. And
We should get him to do Gene Simmons from Runaway.
that's very specific, but I think he would do it.
Ramsey.
So he's going to pop by. I saw Frank Domino from Angel last night. That's old school. Angel still kicking all these years later. It's crazy. There's no video of the band Angel. That's how ancient they are. But he's still out there, and saw a bunch of other. Les Warner, who he's going to come on the show in January. He is the drummer for the Cult on the Electric album, and which is probably one of the better albums.
The guy with the
Yeah. And so I talked to him about coming on. This is classically deceased. Do any of you have a Christmas get off my lawn?
What does that mean?
Well, Sean has
clearly not a fan of Thing with Two Heads, Mr. Wednesday 13.
He's not going to miss the episode that didn't come out.
I don't think I've ever watched. I've only watched your. I'm still behind on all your location stuff. I haven't even got to your Thing with Two Heads.
That's okay. I haven't listened to any of your albums, so we're even.
But I met him and I like him, and now I want to watch your show. Not that I didn't want to watch it before, but I liked him.
Well, you're not going to watch the last episode because it doesn't exist. But on the show, Sean does a Get Off My Lawn. Get Off My Lawn is when someone gets a little older and cranky and they want to vent about people who do stupid things or annoying things. Every day on the plane is a Get Off My Lawn. But is there something about the Christmas season, Sean, that might trigger a Get Off My Lawn?
I don't have any Christmas specific ones, I don't think. I had a lot of airplane and hotel ones last night when we were doing the episode. Let me see. One I was thinking about, and this is for people that stay in a lot of hotels, so the three of us can relate. Why is it that the wastebasket in hotels are always have are tiny, like opening, like you know those ones where they're like the west. It'll be this wide, but the opening is like this, and you're like trying to put
like
something in
like
it.
a mail slot.
Yeah, I mean that drives me crazy.
Well, the ones in Europe, they just got lids on them. They don't want you to put anything in them. You got to like get down on your knees and open the motherfuckers. I just throw them on the floor.
And am I the only one that when they leave their hotel room, because I always leave the do not disturb on the door, that I'm trying to sneak out without the housekeeper seeing what room I'm coming out of?
I do it
and
all
then
the time.
when they do see you, they go, "Oh, checking out? What room? Checking out?" And like, no, I'm staying, because I usually have a suitcase with me because I'm going to the convention, have all the stuff. What room? I'm like, no, I'm here. I'm not leaving. You know, they go, "Do you need anything?" No, don't go in my room. Stay away from my room.
That hotels, but planes also. Most people seem like they've never been on a plane before. The etiquette is terrible. There's always some asshole in the back who makes a sprint to the front. Never makes it that far, but they don't understand that you exit row by row. There's people who wait till the very last possible second to get their bag down. When the thing dings, start taking your bag down. But there's some people who just wait, and it's terrible.
What drives me crazy is when you're exiting, you know, it should be row by row. And you stand up, and there's this guy. Always somebody's trying to push their way through, and it's like, see how they're doing row by row? See how we're all waiting? Don't be trying to push by me. Unless you're missing a flight, then tell me. You know, say like, oh, you know. That's the other thing. When they make the announcement, we have some people with tight connections, so if everybody could stay seated and let them off first, no, everybody gets up. Don't get up
anyway. And then you'll have somebody go, I have a tight connection. And I think, well, what are the 100 people in front of me going to do now? They're all in the aisle. There's nothing I can do. If I sit down, it's not going to go any faster.
I did get a lady get pissed at me.
9/11.
I got a lady got pissed at me on our last flight we were just on. Hold on 2 seconds. I'm going to finish that. This is an important call. It's hold on. Hello?
Sean's talking.
It's because I said something about 9/11. They just called him. The FBI is like, yo, don't talk about Building 7.
Oops. Hold on. Wrong. I was good. No, he's back. Oh, no. Sean taking a very important business call.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
don't like quiet. I don't like it either. I don't like it. I don't like people. I agree with you.
That was an appointment with my cable company. I have a problem with one of my security. One of our Windows sensors is malfunctioning, and they got to replace it tomorrow. But
that would be a good white
anyway, so this woman, somebody will get my old Windows sensor. So this woman, she was in first class. We were like fourth row of first class, and she was like first or second row. And she came in super late, and all the overheads were taken. So the attendant said, rather than making you check your bag like the peasants, there is some space available in the back. So he takes her suitcase all the way to the back. She was not happy about it, but she let it happen. But when she really wasn't happy about it is when the attendant didn't go get it for her before everybody stood up and crowded. So then she looks at me and she says, could you tell, she goes, it's a tan suitcase, blah, blah, blah. Could you pass it down and tell people like they're going to play telephone all the way I look at her, I go, no. I mean, do you really think that everybody is going to look for this tan suitcase that we've never seen before? What are you talking about? Are you out of your mind? And she got mad at me. She was like, oh, that's just so uncool.
Did you hit her?
Fuck. I punched her. Yeah.
I would have hit her so hard.
It's like a game of telephone, though, as you said. By the time the message gets to the back, it's going to say some tan lady wants it in the rear. No one's going to even
tan mom up front.
What if they have brought the wrong bag up? She goes, oh, no, that's not that one. Send the other
back.
One. Then it's like a crowd surfing. Then it's like the airplane. It's the whole mess.
No, people.
So you know what? She got pissed off, and she just like angrily pushed her way through all the way to the back to get it, like before people were exiting.
Stephen
Like,
Pierce
wow.
would scream at people if they did that. He'd call them backtrackers. He'd go, hey, no backtracking. He would really.
I would have thought he was said, she's back. She's back. Anyway,
That's
I'm
probably
sorry.
more on it.
Well.
It's a wanted bag. You know, what do you think? I don't know.
I think that's a great idea.
250 people have been watching this whole time, just enjoying us. I couldn't find half the stuff, but it was an interesting experiment, and it is the holidays. And I guess we're all pretty much done working for the year, right, Sean? No more conventions?
Well, no conventions, but I'm working every
Advancing,
day
yeah.
trying to book up next year. It's like I'm really behind in returning calls and emails to get things. These promoters, man. I mean, Nay and I bitch about it constantly. You know, there's this one promoter. There's two promoters I could think of in particular that would be like, actually, one of them called today, and we looked at the phone and we both said to each other, she's probably calling to book flights for the show in September. Because like we need to get those flights booked. It's like, lady, you know,
I hate it.
We're dealing with working actors. We have no idea where the fuck they're going to be 2 weeks before the show, you know?
You don't know. People
But
are
they're
gonna
always
be
trying to get
alive
that cheap rate.
Right. I deal with it all the time with the bands too. People want to advance shows and they don't realize I have 50 shows to advance before their show that is so far away, and that we do it every day. Sometimes the promoters, they have their one or two big events. They don't realize that every day you're putting an event together.
And then they'll tell you like that, like it'll be like on an average a $1,500 say flight, right? And they'll go, well, if we don't get it booked by next week, we'll just have to give you a $500 buyout. Like, are you fucking high?
Mm-hmm.
We can also just not come to your show. How's that?
Yeah, and, people are so ridiculous. And by the way, sometimes the flights come way down in time. Sometimes they start much higher than they are. Now, Wednesday, you're doing a ground tour, right? Most of the United States, you're going to be on the ground, right?
I will be on the ground. I have to fly until we go to Belgium.
Tell me about this Belgium festival. I've never seen a worse flyer in my life. What is with these logos?
What do you mean? This is the best flyer ever.
Is that the one with Lizzie
right
Borden?
Underneath Wasp.
No, that's great. What's the name of the festival, Wednesday?
It is called Alcatraz.
Yeah, see, now I was disappointed because I thought you were playing with the band Alcatraz.
Well, I was very excited. I told my agent I wanted to play Alcatraz, and he did not understand. And then he got me booked on this festival instead. But I'm glad to play it. It looks really cool. We got a pretty good slot. I think we're like third on the main stage with who's headlining that night? Is it Creator?
Creator
and Wasp. And
did you go see Wasp, by the way?
I did go see Wasp. I did go see Wasp. I did.
How was the attendance?
It was pretty packed. I don't know if it was sold out, but it was good to see that many people there. It was good.
I was a little nervous for them after seeing San Diego, because San Diego House of Blues isn't that big, and it wasn't sold out.
Oh, really?
But it was full, but it wasn't sold out. It was for sure.
This wasn't sold out, but it was good. I think it was the first time I've ever seen Wasp, actually. So
now look. Oh, really? Well, let's talk here. I haven't seen anybody talking about this or complaining. When Blackie promoted this first album tour, he said all the blood, all the meat, all the fire. There was none of that.
And there was no Fuck Like a Beast.
It was basically just him playing the first album with the same stage set that he had on the last tour.
Yeah. I mean, it was not... But I mean, I wasn't expecting him. If he came out and ate a big chunk of meat and threw it in the audience, I would be impressed. But I was not expecting that.
So you were not impressed?
Yeah.
Did you like them?
It was good. It was good. Armored Saint, I couldn't get over just how bad that snare drum sounded. It sounded like it had so much reverb. I just I couldn't pay attention to anything but the snare.
All I can say is Armored Saint. I like Armored Saint, but I thought they blew Wasp out of the water, surprisingly, and I'm a massive Wasp fan.
Yeah, I don't know much about Armored Saint other than John Bush. I realize how much he sounds like Bruce Dickinson to me now. I didn't
Fucking,
realize that.
he sounds good.
He has got a great voice.
And
I
there's
just
no
I don't
backing
I don't
tracks with Armored Saint.
I was hoping they'd go into a Lost Boys song, but they never did. Or an Odin song.
I'm trying to find. Oh, here's the flyer. Hold on. First
It
of
was
all,
good though. I thought Lost sounded way better than Armored Saint. Armored Saint sounded like a cassette. It sounded like I was listening to an '80s cassette, which is probably what they wanted it to sound like, maybe.
well, I got a
Because
feeling Wasp sounded like a cassette too, because there's no way that motherfucker was singing.
I am not going to comment on that at all.
I will.
Mhm.
I was watching him very closely. We were front row balcony, like looking right at him. He sang a lot of it live, but I think On Your Knees was totally lip syncing the entire song. I was like, suddenly I could just see it. I was like, oh man.
What did they start off with? They start off with
I Want to Be Somebody.
Right. And I think that sounded good to me. I was actually like, wow, he sounds really, really good. But there was a couple of times where I went, all right, it started.
Yeah, and the chorus of Hellion was absolutely backing tracks.
Yeah, I leaned over to my friend and said, listen to that. And he went, whoa. I said, who's doing that? I thought I heard a soul singer in there at one point.
In what world is Creator headlining over Wasp? How does that happen?
Yeah.
Creator's pretty big over there. And look, and Extreme just got added in their headline. Now that doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Nothing about this festival makes any sense.
Oh, come
first of all,
on. Look.
These logos, you need a decoder ring.
Yes, you get the decoder ring on the way in to Alcatraz. Duh.
So if you use your eyes very carefully, you'll find Wednesday 13 next to Phil Campbell of Motorhead. That's a pretty cool spot.
Yeah, my friend works for him. So I was like, oh, cool. He'll probably be working both of our shows.
Why am I not seeing Wednesday's logo?
It's very small.
It's in the, okay. It's not a logo. It's a font. Okay.
They fonted me out. I did not make logo territory, but hey, we'll get them next time.
Mm-hmm. Well, the new
I
record
will say, I just saw, I was watching some video got recommended to me on YouTube, and it was something like the 5 worst live bands ever. And I was just watching it, and one of them, I can't remember what. No, I can't remember what the band was, but the guy was saying how bad they were, and they said the band that opened for him, Wednesday 13, blew them out, blew them away. And I'm trying to remember what band. It was recent. Who did you tour with recently?
Hardcore Superstar.
No.
Cradle of Filth.
Yes, that's who it was. Yeah, he said they were terrible, but that you guys blew them out of the water. So anyway, you don't have to comment. I got to be politically correct.
Sometimes we're good.
Jules,
but I was I was excited for you. I was like, all right, Wednesday.
Thank you.
Wednesday, Jules has a serious thing to say. She said your music has gotten her through some tough shit. Thank you. You have no clue what it means to me genuinely staying alive. So I can see you guys live again. So I think that's a pretty positive thing.
Very cool. Thank you. I hear that a lot, believe it or not. Through this music, I hear people every day when I'm on tour say, your music saved me from, because it's an escape. I was thinking about it today. I'm like, music has just always been an escape for me. Like, it's kind of funny. So I was we were at Wasp, and I went with my guitar player, Jack, and he went up to the bathroom, and I'm waiting at the steps at the Palladium, and there's this big drunk guy there, and he goes, hey man, what's up? Do I know you? You look familiar. What's your name? And I'm literally dressed just like this. I probably have this amount of makeup on, have on my jacket. That's the only difference, And he's like, what's your name? I'm like, Wednesday. And he's like, my name's Jeff or whatever. And he's talking to me, and he goes, yeah, man, did you see Armored Saint? I was like, yeah, they were good. And then he goes, it's cool, man, if you're trans. And I just went like, what? What just
I had
happened
no idea
here?
the story was going that direction.
Yes. And I just went, what? And he goes, it's cool if you're like trans. And I went, I'm definitely not. And he goes, well, that's cool because I bet you get a lot of goth pussy. And I was just like, what is happening right here, right now? Yeah.
Moral of the
So-
story is
So the whole makeup thing and what I do with my band, I don't even know. And this guy's an older dude. So, but either way, I don't know what's going on in the world. Like I posted some pictures of our photo shoot or behind the scenes, and on Facebook where everyone's very kind. There's some people in there going, "Who are these? Who are these queers? Who are like just?" It's just like I'm back in high school again. What's causing all this? Do I have
George
to explain where I come from? Like this, I don't even know where to start. That's just my get off my lawn. Back in my
Lynch,
day, you could wear makeup and you didn't have to explain it.
George Lynch shared a photo on his Facebook a couple of years back from the Nightmare on Elm Street, the video shoot, and they looked ridiculous. And he basically captioned it something along the lines of Freddy Krueger versus a bunch of F words, a homosexual term. And he was just being funny, but boy, it didn't get the best. It didn't get the best response.
That's like a
little did they know that his band was called Freddy Krueger.
Mhm.
So he's talking about. Never mind. That wasn't funny.
It's cool. It's cool if you're trans. It's cool.
He said it's cool if you don't like McRibs or Christmas trees. Yeah.
It's cool.
Did you go backstage at the Wasp show? Did you meet Blackie?
I did not. I left before he went politically correct. If that was even going to happen, I don't know if he did.
He
I
didn't.
left before
Thank God.
Before he went blind, I left.
You
We
got out
left during that song. By the way, I forgot to mention, had several people come up to me at the show and say they're fans of this pod. So
Nice.
Yeah. I had people tell me that when I was in Europe. We're getting around the world.
We're by coastal.
We're by.
Coastal.
We're by.
Yeah.
I told you guys I'm bi. I was born in '76.
Bicentennial.
I'm bi.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Legally bi. That's my first movie after Soft Spot.
Yeah, we'll have to get into that. So we've got Christmas right around the corner, and then New Year. Do you guys have New Year's resolutions? Do you do that kind of thing?
Sometimes when I have a really bad year. My year was good this year, so I'm not really trying to change a whole lot. I'm just trying to keep keeping on. As Tony Danza tattoo says, keep on trucking. I believe that little guy walking.
Mm-hmm.
That's my New Year's resolution.
Sean, anything?
I'd like to get in better shape. Obviously, this episode didn't help.
No.
But,
Well, we start tomorrow. But yeah, me too. I'd like to get in a little bit better shape. I'd like to feel less my age, because traveling, as we've said, eats you alive. It's not hard. At a young age, traveling sucks. But the older you get, the more your back and your legs hurt, and sitting on these planes becomes less comfortable. And knock on wood, I've made it through this whole season without getting sick. I thought for sure I was going to get it at some point. I mean, I went to Disney World. I was in Chicago. I mean, I've traveled constantly, and fortunately, I'm feeling all right. So that's good.
I went to Disneyland Sunday night.
I'm thinking about going, Sean. I was going to ask you what your thoughts are. So I'm free one day this week, Friday. I think it's Friday. Should I go to Disneyland? I know it's going to be crowded, but I like the atmosphere. Or should I do Knott's Berry Farm? What do you think I should do?
That's a tough one, man. I mean, I will say that I have heard and I experienced it myself that attendance is down at Disneyland. It might be the astronomical prices. Yeah. But I went Sunday night after the Brady Bunch house. On the way back, I had made a reservation already. It was weird because I had made a reservation for Monday, and I was going to go by myself on Monday, And then when I knew I was got the last minute invite to go to the Brady Bunch house, I said, well, if I'm going to be driving up there, I'll be passing it on the way back. Maybe I can switch it. And I looked, and to my shock and surprise, the park was available the very next day on Sunday. And I was like, well, that's odd. During December on a Sunday, it's usually sold out. So I switched my reservation, and I went. I think I got there like 7:00, and it wasn't bad. I mean, in fact, the only reason I went is I wanted to see the Christmas atmosphere there, but I hadn't ridden Tiana's Bayou yet, which was formerly Splash Mountain, and I literally walked on the ride.
Wow.
It was the single rider line, but even the regular line said 15 minutes. Now, mind you, it was cold, and it's a water ride. But I will say this, what a disappointment that ride is. They blew it, changing it from Splash Mountain. They blew it.
I did the Florida version, which was a little different. Still Splash Mountain, much better ride. Not even based on the characters. I get people like the Tiana character, but Splash Mountain definitely had something that this doesn't. Did you get soaked?
Oh, yeah. And the ride broke down right before we got the last corner to get out. It stopped, and we ended up sitting there for half an hour, and they turned the lights on, and they took us off the ride and everything. And I filmed it all. They were telling me to put my phone away, but I was going, no, I'm good.
Yeah, that is my worst nightmare, getting stuck on something, especially something claustrophobic. The Tiana things, you're a little loose in the seats, but some of these rides where they really strap you in, like I don't mind getting stuck in the Haunted Mansion. I could live in there. That's no big deal. Disneyland is smaller than Disney World, yes.
Much.
And then Disneyland is not doing Christmas parties. Only Disney World's doing that. But what I like about Disneyland is that it's all just open. It's all Christmas. And some of the rides are Christmas themed, Small World and the Haunted Mansion, and the characters are in Christmas outfits.
Yeah.
But it has been sold out in the past years. This is the first year. And yeah, the prices are nuts.
If you go on Friday, I think Lawton's going to be there, actually. I think he's going to Disneyland Friday and Saturday. Him and his wife. And then they're going to come to the party like late on Saturday.
Nice, yeah. All right. Well, I might have to hit them up. I'm going to play it by ear. I might be exhausted from 89-year-old Johnny Mathis. You never know.
I'm going tomorrow to go record vocals on a band's song, and I'm recording at Howard Benson's studio with Howard Benson.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
From the TV show Benson?
Yes.
That's
Robert
awesome.
Guillaume is going to record my vocals tomorrow.
Okay.
It's going to be badass.
Is it a band we heard of Wednesday?
What?
The band that you're going to record with. Do we know who it is?
I can't say who it is yet. It's just something I got asked to do,
but he asked, do we know who it is?
Right.
Would we recognize the name?
No, I don't think so.
So it's not Pretty Boy Floyd.
No. But when I was just looking up his credits, though, it's crazy. Like I only know the early part of his career. I didn't realize everything else he's done, which is insane. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool. I don't know how long I'm going to be there, what I'm doing exactly. I'm just doing some part on a song. Is it
a band or a solo artist?
It's a band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you kept saying his career, like it's a single person kind of thing.
I think it's both. I don't know how to answer this question.
Either of you guys ever go up to the top of the St. Louis Arch?
No.
Someone's mentioning being stuck in an elevator. I saw a video. Las Elias, who is trans, Siberian, he is on tour, and a group of them went to the top of the St. Louis Arch. You get into a little pod, and the five people, you have to sit down in this pod. It looks like you're going to be exploring the Titanic. It does not look safe. And then it takes you all the way to the top, and then you're in this little claustrophobic. I don't think I could do it.
I would
No,
not
thank
want to
you.
do that.
I can see it from afar and go, there it is, just like Chevy Chase said in Vacation. Can we go up? No.
There's some
That's
sort of I saw that on Ancient Aliens. There's some aliens stuff around that. I ain't going there. You might get sucked into a drone or something.
Yeah, I couldn't. A lot of people are saying to do it.
The
Yeah,
only
people-
arches I'm interested in, we just had.
the golden ones. Yeah.
Yep.
Jules
I
wants to
like
know
my
Wednesday.
arches like my showers.
I like my I can't say.
What?
That might be the line of the night. Wednesday, any plans of another acoustic album?
No, not at all.
done
Unplugged acoustic sounds cool until you get into a live setting and you're trying to play acoustic and people won't shut the hell up and you're trying to play really loud and you just can't. I committed to doing like a 3-month acoustic tour, and once I was done with that, I'm like, I don't think I'm ever going to touch an acoustic guitar again. But I maybe would do it again one day, but I'm not in a hurry to do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you heard it right from his mouth. This was our big holiday food tasting. Sean, I think you found everything. If this was a scavenger hunt,
everything that we listed, yeah.
let's talk about the Brady Bunch house, Sean. Your video's not out yet, right?
No, Scott wanted me to hold, since he invited me. It was funny. I go there and I'm filming. He's all, well, you're not going to make a video too, are you? And I said, of course I am. He's like, dude. And I go, calm down. I go, when can I go Wednesday? Can I put it on Wednesday? So I'm not calling you. And he's like, give it a week. I'm like, come on, man. So I said, whatever. I was appreciative he invited me, so I'm letting him have the glory. Yeah. Plus, I'm putting some real time into editing, so it's going to be way better than his.
I wondered the dynamic, what that happens when someone who is also an influencer invites another influencer. This is what you do. And people like to see different people show things. Some people are fans of yours, Sean, and want to see your take on the Brady Bunch house. Some people might be fans of Scott. Everyone has a different reaction to seeing things and showing things. And in this case, I think people will be interested to see. Now, the whole thing about the Brady Bunch house is that it's not really anything to do with the Brady Bunch other than it looks like the Brady Bunch and the exterior was filmed on the show. But what's cool is it sounds like you actually do feel like you're walking through the house, right?
Yeah, it's the actual exterior of the house you see on the show. But the HGTV did a home improvement show, a very Brady renovation, where they renovated the entire inside to look just like the TV show, and it's insane. And they do have some actual screen used props in there. Some of the stuff in the house is the real thing from the show. A lot of it is replicated or the exact same items that they painstakingly sourced out. I mean, the woman that gave us the tour, was telling us how, for example, there's this weird sculpture of a yellow cat that is in the den. And she was talking about how this cat was from Italy and they have no idea how it ended up on the show, but it took them forever to find one. And it was this ceramic cat from Italy, but it's crazy. I mean, when you're in there, dude, you feel like you're in the show. I've been to lots of filming locations where they tried to make it look like, even ones that are the real place. I never felt more in the show than I did in there, or in the movie.
The pictures and video I've seen now, the lighting is incredible. The lighting really looks like that 70s. Its colors are really your pictures are great.
Yeah, I'm excited to share I don't know if my viewing audience will be too into it, because I'm mostly horror, but it's cool, and it's going to be a Hollywood's hallowed grounds, right. So we'll see how it's received.
Serious question for Sean from AZ. Thank you for the super chat. Have groupies ever tried to bribe Sean to get access to celebrities? Good question.
Not with money.
Convention groupies? Are they the same? Are they got a different name? Convention groupies?
Horrors as well.
Whores?
Horrors like
Horrors.
horrors.
I get it. I get
Nah.
it. That's the name of our band. The Horrors.
The horrors.
Horrors. Rolls off the tongue.
What are you talking about? They all said they really just liked me.
Yeah,
There-
but they always
Mean,
did.
Yeah. Okay. So that
Take your autograph picture and leave.
yes, a lot of people saying here though they like to see Sean at some of these conventions, and you can. He's at do some research, and you'll find which ones he's at. There's some great ones coming up next year. I can't stand flying because I have to do it for work, but boy, this MegaCon Orlando. Are you involved in that?
I will have people there. Yeah, I see they just announced Ron Howard.
I have a lot of photos that I need Ron. Opie.
Richie Cunningham. Come on.
Mhm. I have a lot of photos I need him to finish that are signed by the late Aaron Moran, the late Tom Bosley, and the soon-to-be late Mrs. C. I mean, she's not a spring chicken. And so he's charging $120 an item. It's a little high, but he is a
Opie's charging
Hollywood.
$120 an item.
Mhm.
That's he's Opie.
He's a Hollywood director, and there's probably a lot of people putting him on posters and things. The cast of American Graffiti, for example, have done a million
shit.
conventions.
Didn't he direct Night Shift? He did, huh?
Yeah.
I've
have a
got my
poster?
one sheet signed by Henry Winkler and Michael Keaton. I need him on that, so I'll
That's
be
so
going to that
odd.
one.
I bet he would be like, "What is this guy's problem?"
Yeah, it's
That's weird. That's weird enough to work. Just like when Jason and I met Anthony Michael Hall, and I talked about Six Pack. He couldn't believe it.
Mhm. Well, and it was at Sean's thing. It was a Halloween thing, and I told him, I don't think of you for Halloween. Evil Dies Tonight doesn't exist in my life. Edna Dies Tonight, and Edna. That's my movie. FMK. This is such an easy one. This is too easy to even.
Well, maybe not for me though, because I
Well,
can't read.
we're all gonna bang Alice, obviously.
Oh, there we go. Florence Henderson.
Mrs. Brady, Alice, or Marsha. It's too easy.
Well, before you answer, I'll give you a little behind the scenes from the Brady Bunch episode I have coming up. So both Scott and I made some jokes, some I guess risque jokes while we were filming, and the person giving us the tour was, "You cannot put that in the video. Do not put that in." When we walked into Alice's bedroom, I said, "Oh, this is where Sam delivers the meat," and she said, "Do not put that. You do not put that in the video." And I go, "Okay."
Wow, they're keeping it very family friendly.
Yeah, they are very.
But
strict
Sam
about
did
that.
deliver meat, though. Did you tell her? Did you get all serious and be like, "He was a butcher, ma'am"?
Yeah, I've thought about making that argument, but she was so kind of. I figured I better just not test her,
Wow.
Yeah,
That'd been cool if you did.
Oh, we got to answer this FMK or what?
Yeah, Sean, you want to speak for all of us? I think this is an easy one.
What's the question again? Who we banging?
Yeah, I hate to say I mean she makes a mean meatloaf, but I'm sending Alice packing.
Mm-hmm.
Relations with Marsha.
Really?
And
you're gonna marry Mrs. Brady?
Dude, she's the perfect mom. Come on.
True.
I mean, think about prime Florence Henderson. Come on.
I think I'm going to mix it up. I think I'm getting rid of Alice. I think I'm going to marry Marsha, and I'm going to bang Mrs. Brady. I don't know if I want
always
to
Marsha.
True. But although if Mrs. Brady loses her voice on Christmas, it will come back, and she'll be able to sing the construction worker.
What about when they had that sculpture of the dad's head and the kids broke it because they were playing trying to scare each other?
You shouldn't play ball in the house.
Yeah,
that's a different episode. It's two different episodes.
I think we combine the Halloween episode maybe and
Well,
They have that sculpt the vase that they broke with the basketball is there.
That's
They
right.
have, I mean,
okay, that's what happened.
it was
a
a
vase.
vase.
A vase.
That vase only appeared in one episode. The episode
Wow.
it broke.
What was that little kid? Is it Oliver?
Cousin Oliver.
Cousin
Robbie
Oliver.
Rose.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Yes, he
a
does
drummer.
conventions. Yeah,
He's a
he's
drummer,
doing
too.
conventions now too. Yeah, he's a rocker, but yeah, cousin Oliver is around. Yeah,
I bet
Buddy
he's
of
not a
mine
good-
used
I
to
bet he's
play in
not
a band
good
with him.
drummer. There's no way he's a good drummer.
He's actually a pretty good drummer.
Can't believe it. Just
Yeah.
can't believe it.
we'll have to go
Ain't
see
no
him.
ain't no malfunction, but you know.
Well,
Yeah, we'll have to.
you should challenge him to a drum off. We should set it up. Halloween 50-year convention drum off. Oliver and Sean,
That'd be good.
judged by Eric Stoltz in a mask.
I was thinking Mike Lookingland, but either way.
Yeah.
But that's a good show coming up. And then I saw a few other conventions, and I'm like, I don't know why all these conventions are on the East Coast. How come, Sean, the West Coast can't get their shit together and put on a decent convention like the East Coast? You must know the answer.
Why can't there be all the conventions in Burbank?
Right.
Well, I think it would I mean, you would think you'd get better guests in California, but what I think attracts the bigger names to the East Coast
It's
is
because
that
they're not normally there.
is that the East Coast shows tend to spend money to get their guests there, or they're willing to throw down big numbers, guarantees. Where on the West Coast, the shows here are very cheap because they get people just to roll in from their house, and they're not willing to put up big numbers to secure a Ron Howard per se. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm looking at the Hollywood show that I think we're all going to go to because we're in town together.
Yeah, when is that again?
Hold on. They announced for about a day that Amanda Bynes would be there.
Really?
They've now taken that down.
Oh,
I just
man.
don't think she's in shape to do anything. January 10th and the 11th, Anne Margaret is the big headliner. Now they're doing a Jaws theme with Richard Dreyfuss and Carl Gottlieb, who wrote The Jerk, co-wrote The Jerk. Amber Lynn, porn
And he's
star.
Balls McGinty.
Oh,
Iron Balls McGinty.
mhm.
Iron Balls, yeah.
Iron Balls, 100%.
Oh.
Yeah.
Strange.
Huggy Bear will be there.
I wonder if Richard Dreyfuss would sign mashed potatoes sculpture.
From what I hear, he's not so with it anymore. I think he'll sign
That's
anything.
what I hear. That's why I think he might want to sign some mashed potato sculptures.
He may just start eating them.
He may,
Yeah.
or maybe he just bring you some mashed potatoes and go, "What can you make out of this? I'll give you $100."
He probably would do it. Yeah, I think he.
He just
They're
looks at
doing
you
it-
and he says, "This means something." $200.
I had a TV show idea a long time ago called My Two Dreyfus's. It was just him playing two versions of himself with like split screen, and he just fights with himself the whole time. I'm Richard Dreyfuss. I'm Richard Dreyfuss. They just fight. It's hilarious. Like My Two Dads.
Well,
two
that
Dreyfus's.
would probably go good with the band I've been trying to put together for years, Anthony, Michael, Hall and Oates. So
Ooh, that's really good too.
Mhm.
yeah, which I
They
think
have-
with Daryl and him splitting, I may be able to put that together now.
They have restraining orders against each other, so I think he's definitely looking for a new gig. Kim Richards is going to be there. I remember we had to talk about her on
Kim
the
Richards
show.
who's Kim Richards? I know the name. What is
Tough
Kim
Turf.
Richards?
Tough Turf and Escape
that's
from
right.
Witch Mountain.
Escape from
Hello,
New York.
Larry, for you Wednesday. That's Hello, Larry, the spinoff
Hello,
of
Larry.
Hello, Larry. Yeah. Yeah, she's in
I remember
Escape
that
from New
show.
York. She's the first girl that sees Snake Plissken.
Assault on Precinct 13.
Sold for 13. Yeah,
She's not
I
on
mean,
Escape from New York.
Oh,
you got your Carpenter's mixed up.
She's the
We
little
need
girl
her-
that gets shot with it. That's not vanilla. And
that's the Richardson girl, right?
Kim
that what we're talking-
Richards.
Kim Richards.
Yes. Okay,
Kyle
that's what we're talking-
Richards is her sister. Who
I thought we
was
were talking
Lindsay
about somebody
Wallace in
else.
Halloween.
The other girl from Tough Turf. Is that what you're talking about?
That's Kim
the same
Richards.
girl.
No, I'm
Same
talking
girl.
about there's another girl I saw that's in Escape from New York that's on that one. What's her name?
She-
I don't know her.
she's
She
on
was
the
in
list?
like a movie with
Adrian
like
Barbeau?
Pretty in Pink or something.
I can't think of another woman besides Adrian Barbeau in that movie.
Well, the only other woman was that
No,
girl that
she's in
was
the very
dating
beginning. She
Kurt
looks like
Russell
she
for
looks
a
like
while
Jamie
that
Lee
gets pulled
Curtis.
into the floor.
She looks like Jamie Lee Curtis. She's like she's the first girl that he sees when he gets in there.
Yeah,
I think I saw her
that
on
was a
this.
girl that he was dating at the time. What is her name? Hold on.
But I think she's on this show.
Hold on. I don't think
I don't
so.
see it.
I thought I saw her advertised for that on something recently.
Season Hubley? No.
That's her. Yeah, that's her. That's the one. That's the one he's talking about.
Girl in Chocolate.
She was. Nope.
Hmm.
I don't know what you're. I mean,
Sean,
I think you're mixed.
why won't her sister do a convention? I know you've tried.
Is Season Hubley gonna be at the Hollywood show?
That's what I
didn't say
said.
that.
I thought I saw her advertised because that's why I
I
brought
I
it
think
up.
he's mixing her up with Kim Richards.
I think
No,
so.
I know who Kim Richards is. It's not the same person. So
I think he took a bite of that McRib and he's nuts.
look it
Oh,
up.
man.
Look it up. I bet
I'm
He's
it's
got
looking.
himself an RFK brainworm.
Mm-hmm. Here's the list. We'll go through it together. Hold on.
I saw her advertised on something that I just looked at, and
Maybe it was
Maybe,
OnlyFans.
Maybe it was Escape from New York, the TV broadcast.
Here we go.
Was it
We got
Amber
Ann
Lynn?
Margaret. Yeah, we got Ann Margaret from Viva Las Vegas, Carl Gottlieb, who wrote a draft of Jaws and The Jerk and the TV show The Odd Couple. Jeffrey Blake, I don't know who that is. He was in Forrest Gump, it looks like.
Okay.
This looks like an Ewok. Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh, you know what? That Ewok,
Yeah.
I think that's the same little person who was the alien in the opening of Night of the Creeps that's running through the spaceship.
Oh, really?
Because I interviewed him for the Blu-ray. So bring your Night of the Creeps stuff. He's a rare one.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that. Sean, I was disappointed to see that Danielle Harris's stunt woman passed away. We met her at the show. You knew her.
I introduced you to her, right?
Yes. Yeah. Very sad that she
I feel
passed.
real bad about it because she wanted to do the 45th convention, and I didn't really know exactly who she was. I didn't know if she had any proof that she was the stunt double and all this stuff. And then after the show, I saw I met her at the show, and then I saw the picture of them together, and I went, oh shit. She actually probably would have made a little money because she has proof that she was, the picture of her and Danielle in costume together.
Now she died because she didn't have the money from that convention. Nice.
It was because of heartbreak from not going to the show.
Mm-hmm. Ron Dante of the Archies. What was the Archies?
The Archies.
Sugar, maybe? Yeah. Ted Grossman, who's in Jaws, I guess. Stuntman.
Oh no, is he the dude that goes that you got? He's yelling at the kids swimming, and then is that the same guy? I think it is from the picture.
I'm not sure. It says he's a stuntman and actor. We have to research Ted Grossman.
Yeah, I'm gonna need him on my Jaws poster.
We're gonna be getting some stuff.
Grandma's Boy.
Oh, he's gonna be there.
And the Wedding Singer, yeah.
They were cones.
Amberlynn, who I've worked with before in my other line of work.
I remember seeing her pornography when I was just a wee boy.
Yeah.
Just a young boy.
Had her many times. It's a shame she wasn't there.
She looks good for her age. Ann Blythe, there's Huggy Bear. Bruce Dern. How many more conventions does he have? Cherie Curry. Christopher Reardon. I don't know who this is. Yeah, it's a lot of credits. Too much. Cynthia Rothcock. She's the martial artist. And this is the head of the class guy. They're doing a head of the class reunion. Dayton Talley. It says he's from Sons of Anarchy. Devin DeVasquez is a playmate. I don't.
Society.
Oh yeah, Diane Ladd was married to Bruce Dern, and they are the parents of Laura Dern. I'm getting her on Christmas Vacation. Yeah, she's Clark's mom. Don the Dragon Wilson, another martial arts. Donna Mills is those old night shows. Dwayne Whitaker is the Gimp, right? Or what is it called?
Zed.
Yeah, Zed.
Or no, he's not. Wait, is he Zed or is Peter Green?
No, he
Zed?
was the other guy.
So Dwayne Whitaker was the owner of the pawn shop.
Owner of the pawn shop, Pulp Fiction. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know who Garrett Dillahunt
Garrett
is.
Dillahunt. He was. That's a terrible
I wonder if he'll
picture
sign
they
that
used.
catchphrase he said in Pulp Fiction.
What was it?
The Zed's dead. That one.
No, the other one that he said to Bruce Willis, the very offensive line.
Oh, I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Garrett Dillahunt. He's you recognize him immediately. That's a terrible photo of him. He was one of the leads on Fear the Walking Dead. He played David Hess's character in the Last House on the Left remake. He was Krug. He's done. If you got a good picture of him, you'd go, "Oh, I've seen this guy in everything. He's great. He's actually a great actor."
We'll say it when we walk past him. George Hamilton, I want to get on Love at First Sight. And Jerry Jewell,
former FMK, a former FMK,
yes. An offensive one. Wednesday,
I said I would on this one.
Wednesday, you remember Jerry, cousin Jerry,
Facts of Life.
Mm-hmm. That's Blair's cousin. She has maybe muscular dystrophy. I don't want to say it wrong.
Or was it that? Or was it
cerebral palsy?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Well, she's still kicking. Like Cynthia Rothrock. Gigi Perot. This sounds like an old lady. Greg Evigan. That's BJ and the Bear. You love BJ's.
My two dads.
No, yeah. My two dads.
My two Drypuses. See, I just brought those together.
This broad is a Petticoat Junction.
They'd love it when you call them broads. I know it.
Joan Van Ark. She started the arc. She paired the animals up. Joanna Cassidy, Blade Runner. Joe Cortese. Who is this?
No idea.
Evil Speak, it says. That sounds like a Sean. Okay. Mm-hmm. American History X, I don't know. Joseph Gatt, looks like he has Star Trek credits. Sometimes you get people. Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, who would book this guy? And the answer is you.
We covered him last time. He was on he was on Z Nation. He was a villain on Z Nation.
Gotcha.
And I don't think they even mentioned it on his credits there.
No, I didn't see it. Carl Held, original Star Trek. Kathleen Noon in her first appearance ever, a soap opera actress. This guy, G.I. Joe, I don't know. Yeah, Christine Haji. That's a head of the class. There's Kim Richards. Wednesday, you see her?
Hold on, I gotta see. I'm watching my phone and my computer here. Mm-hmm. No, that's not the girl I'm talking about. I saw some recent something that girl I'm talking about was advertised on.
This dame here is Petticoat Junction. Linda Thompson, is this?
Wow, she got a lot of credits.
A lot of Elvis stuff. I think she dated Elvis. They're working on an Elvis theme, but wow, look at all that. This broad also Petticoat Junction. Malcolm McDowell, we all know. He also was at the Halloween 45 show.
Yep.
A legendary actor, obviously. Clockwork Orange. Marsha Christie. She was on Head of the Class. She was probably hot back then. Marcus Chong. I don't know who this is, but he's got some credits. The Matrix, it says. Margaret O'Brien. She's got to be 1,000 years old, but she was a MGM child star. Marta Kristen is Lost in Space. Martha Reeves and the Vandells. She was a singer. Michael Chain, I've never heard. Oh, Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone kid
Paperboy
actor.
From Printer's Devil.
Yeah, I remember the Paperboy episode. Michael Fishman from Roseanne. Michael.
Man. You know what? I was watching Pluto and I watched the TV channel on there, and the Connors came on. I cannot believe this is a real thing. I cannot believe that Roseanne went to this and it's still happening. Like, how is this even possible? Like, how is this? I don't get it.
I
That's like
actually
worse than the Duke boys when they switched to Coy Advance. That's the worst thing ever.
I actually watched the Connors, most of it. They did kill Roseanne off after the first season, and somehow I kept watching it. I don't know what got me, but I did.
I
Peter
just can't believe it.
Jason. Peter Jason, I actually need on a Karate Kid piece. He is the soccer coach in the Karate Kid who throws Ralph Macchio off the team when he gets into the fight. I don't think it's even listed on his credits. Ray Dawn Chong is from Wednesday's favorite movie of all time, Soul Man.
And Commando.
Right.
They're
and
tied.
then Rain Pryor, which was a head of the class thing. Raymond Cruz, we talked about on the last time, or that. Rex Smith in a very feminine picture. I don't know what Ron
That's
Moulson.
not feminine. That's feminine?
No, this one.
Oh, he looks like Rod Stewart.
He looks like what a police officer looks like on a sitcom when they go undercover dressed like a woman to catch.
Kind of, but I think this guy below him, Ron Smith, he looks like he could be a police officer trying to be a woman too.
Maybe it looks like a
Tell me
soap
if you
star.
see that Heat season chick. I gotta pee.
Okay.
Right.
And then Sandra Taylor, she went by the name Sandy Corn when she was on the Howard
Like candy
Stern
corn. Like
Remember
candy
her?
corn. Yeah.
Yeah, and it says though this is her final West Coast farewell show. This is it.
That's it. She's never ever coming back.
Never coming back. Heart to heart.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
And here's Jesus.
No.
Jesus Christ, would you look at the time? And Wells from the
Vernon,
Roadwear.
he's there again. All right, we can commando this up.
Oh yeah, Commando reunion, and then Sean Young had to postpone, and Lou Ferrigno had to cancel. Anyway, we did enough commercial for.
I wish I had like money to blow and just could be just an idiot and like go up to that Vernon Wells guy and be like, man, I'm a big fan. Could you sign this for me? Could you write fuck Arnold Schwarzenegger like real big? Could you write that? It'd be like dead serious.
Probably happens. I missed this question earlier from Jim. I apologize. Wednesday, do you even have a tour writer or a list of shite you don't want? Well, I don't think he would list what he doesn't want. He would list what
I
he
usually
wants.
get a writer of stuff I don't want. No, I do. I do have a writer. It consists of smoothies and peanut M&Ms and Doritos and Coke Zeros. The Zeros have taken off in Europe. They're everywhere, and I got to report that they are just as good. Lots of yeah. That's pretty much what the writer is. Fruits, lots of fruits, bananas, melons. Yeah, cold meat, stuff like that. Some candy, a little bit of sweet stuff, gummies. Your basic kind of stuff.
Health food.
Took the booze off, got some more candy.
See, Thomas Howell does do conventions, and he would sign Soul Man, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we have Coke Zero on our rider as well, and then I have Snapple Zero for myself.
Snapple Zero is really good. I purchased that myself and keep that in my fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Because Snapple, I first heard of it from Howard Stern. Did you hear it from on Howard Stern as well?
Me too. Sandy Korn, who's making her last West Coast appearance, was a Snapple chick.
Why is she making her last West Coast appearance?
I don't know. It says final West Coast appearance for Sandra Taylor.
Yeah, it's like Kiss.
I hung out with her in Germany once.
Wow. We
were all at a convention in Germany, and we all went out on the town. I've got some really cool pictures. That actually, funny thing, 2 people that are appearing at that show are in the photo. I believe it was me, Sandy Taylor, Zach Galligan, and Vernon Wells, all like with giant beers.
That was her final appearance in Germany, probably.
That was like 18 years ago.
Sean, do you book Vernon on the shows? Do you book
I used
him?
to long time ago, but we're still friends.
Well, it's hard to believe we've been talking for an hour and 45 minutes, and we're going to see each other at Sean's
I know I
Christmas
got to get
party.
my white elephant gift
I
together.
know.
I'm like looking around, like what can I give as a white elephant gift?
Yeah. Sean, do you know what your gift is going to be?
Yeah, Nay and I have already sourced out a few things I wanted to get rid of.
Do you do you and Nay go in as a team, or you each
No.
bring an individual?
Each person has to have their own gift.
Right. So Michelle was going to have one, and I'm going to have one. We're going to shop tomorrow in Anaheim. And I mean, listen, I think if you find something that's fun and brings a smile to people, is I think we'll be all right. But it'll be interesting to see with all the steals what you end up with at the end of the night. Wednesday's thinking it all over right now.
I'm like, I got some in this closet behind me. There's so much stuff in there. Oh,
what's funny is I
all
can't
kinds of
remember.
stuff.
I can't remember what year it was, but one year I put together a little package of stuff that I just thought was crap that I wanted to throw out, and it was super popular and people were fighting for it. And I was like, really? You never know sometimes. Another man's trash is another man's treasure.
I've definitely got some trash that I want to make somebody's treasure on.
Mm-hmm.
What if we just show up to your house with like a truck, like with a bunch of stuff, just like a full like pickup truck full of just stuff to get rid of? We're like, white elephants.
I should mention that you can buy Wednesday 13 merchandise at official Wednesday 13. The I love to say the F word umbrella is a hot seller at Christmas. Sean Clark has Horror's Hallowed Grounds merchandise that you can buy. Sean, is that your site? Where do they find that?
That is it TeePublic, I think. So it's
Sean's
I don't know what the exact link is.
Watch one of Sean's videos, and then in the description, it's probably there, I would think. And
why people keep talking about the door behind me? It's freaking me out. They're saying
I don't even know what it means. Is someone coming in?
It's like a horror movie. Don't do that.
And then my balls are still available. You can purchase my balls. They've been selling like hotcakes.
Because last episode you were down to one ball like 8 times, so I don't think you have any left.
So we started with
keep
100.
finding your balls.
Keep finding balls. We started with 100, and I said I'm going to put 10 aside to give as gifts or whatever. And then I would say that in the last few shows, there's probably 20 balls still here. I still think there's a bunch. The last show, we probably sold 30 or 40. It feels like every time I sign them, it feels like we went through 1 million balls, but it's not. So there's a few left. And this question has come up a few times. Do you still have the Horror's Hallowed Grounds patches?
No, those sold out at the H45 convention. I only made 100 of them, and they sold out that day.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. All right. So you can buy.
I thought about making more because I was upset that they were I think I still have my personal one. Here it is, and it was a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like that big. I was a little disappointed with the size, but never heard that said to me before. But anyway, I might make a larger version in the future.
Nice. All right. And people can get that from you, right? And it's not on TeePublic. You have to
not
find
until TeePublic starts cranking them out.
Right. Let's see. All right. So you can do that, and you can make sure Wednesday you got the tour coming up. When's it start?
March 14th in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets
and
are
you're doing
on sale
35
now.
shows, right?
37 shows. And then we just announced our Belgium festival appearance. There will be more shows to be announced around that. I cannot say. I've been told I cannot tell things, but there will be more shows. There will be another Euro tour around that time. I've said too much. I've said too much.
This person will be at the Pittsburgh show. And,
Pittsburgh, that's a good place. They got a noise, they got a decibel level there. I hate when they try to tell me to turn the radio down, but I will. I will do it.
yeah,
don't
the
like
decibel meter's rough.
I hate
Sam
decibels.
is trying for the Flint show.
One of the best
And,
ones. Machine Shop.
Matthew asked, Jason, can you not make us wait? And is there ever a Dana Strum Rockstar card? Ben opens in a pack. So I have a tour diary out right now. I had to make the members only while I figured out the copyright thing. I think I kind of got it straight for next year. But Bloss does open a pack of cards. Dana Strum is there watching him. And if you're not a channel member, I will reveal that Bloss pulled, I think, a Mark card and his own card, no Dana. So they probably made less of the Dana shows. This fan of yours, whose name is Thanatos13, I think, is going to be at 6 shows.
Mm-hmm.
And Toronto is already
I know this fan.
Yeah, Toronto is already sold out.
It is not. I wish this tour was already sold out. It is not. But that is where you guys come in. Buy tickets. There are starving kids in Wednesday 13 that need those tickets sold.
Yeah, you got to get on it early. Sometimes you sleep.
I got to feed my grandkid. Buy a ticket. Buy a T-shirt. Don't be a cheapskate.
When is the new album coming out?
It is coming out in April.
Mm-hmm.
I have just finished up all my lyrics. I'm doing all my liner notes now. Everything's looking killer. I'm excited for it. So there'll be a new video and single out before the tour, and then there'll be a single and two videos coming out while we're on tour. So good times ahead. Finally, it feels like I've been sitting on this for a whole year. I guess I have. So
I'm going to start selling coffee on my web store, and also Wednesday's record with my face photoshopped on it. So for those,
they go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm. A lot of bullshit, but that'll be in April if anyone's interested. Wednesday, do you plan on coming back to Australia?
Yes. We have a ton of touring plans. Like the U.S. is March to May, July, August. We're going to be doing a small run in Europe. My agent we talked last week. We're going to try to do South America and Latin America in June if that works out. We've talked about doing Australia and Japan together. We've talked about China for the first time. So all kinds of stuff ahead for next year. So I want to stay busy. This year we only did about 50 shows, which is not a lot for what I normally do. But we did a lot of really cool places. I can't complain at all. Like we got to play Istanbul. That's cool.
Not Constantinople.
Yes.
Suzanne asks about beans or ground coffee. I hate coffee. I'm just going to sell Sanka. That's what I'm gonna
Sanka is the way to go. I saw a Sanka commercial just yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Have you guys seen the chock full of nuts, whatever commercial with Paul Stanley? Folgers, the best part of waking up. Have you guys seen it?
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Sean, you seen it?
It's old, right? From like the reunion era.
It never gets old, but yes. This is your wake-up call.
Mm-hmm. Any of you guys going to check out AC/DC? I'm not really too interested.
You know, I had this old guy at my old job, this guy, I had an AC/DC patch on my jacket, and he goes, "You know what that means, kid? That means you go both ways." I was like, "That's not what that means." And he goes, "That's what AC/DC means you like it both ways." Think about that next time.
Is that the same guy who thought it was okay that you're trans? Mike and Tracy, M3.
No, they were very similar. I think it could have been his long lost son.
Mm-hmm. Big M3 announcement coming. I know it, but I can't tell it. Massive announcement.
I saw AC/DC in '86. I think it was the Who Made Who tour. Irvine Meadows, Queensryche opened.
You saw them on
promoting
the Maximum Overdrive tour.
Yeah, and
Simon Wright was on the Maximum Overdrive tour.
they
on
were
drums.
pretty boring.
Always
They
boring.
filmed that
I agree.
in my neck of the woods, North Carolina, right on my highways. On my highways.
I saw them at Madison Square Garden with LA Guns opening, the original LA Guns. And they were boring. Not LA Guns, AC/DC. I'm a fan of obviously of AC/DC music. It's great, but some bands just don't go over live that well.
I mean, they're just. I mean, they play way too long, and I don't know. I was a fan. You know, I was a big fan, and I just thought they were boring, and I never had any desire to ever see them again. Especially now, when I saw them when they were in their prime, and they weren't that amazing. I can't
You
imagine
guys should
seeing
sell
them
their
now.
tickets for them. You would sell a lot.
Yeah.
You got a lot of dead members, and tickets are too expensive. But
Don't waste your time going to see these guys, anybody.
No Phil Rudd. I'm not there.
Yeah. Wednesday 13 tickets are available though.
Yes.
And, but just in time for Christmas, AC/DC is touring with Pretty Reckless, and we all know that Pretty Reckless Taylor Momsen is the star of The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Did you know that?
I did know that. She got bit by a bat though recently, so Godspeed to her recovery.
A bat? Are you being serious?
I'm dead serious. She was playing a festival and a bat landed on her leg, like when she was playing it bitter, and I believe she had to get rabies shots. So,
wow.
True story. This happened this year.
Ozzy would have bit right into that fucker.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're just at the 2-hour mark, unless anyone else has anything interesting to ask or to add. Wednesday 13's nail polish hasn't been here in a long time. Well, welcome back. And again, on Sunday, she had a ton of rabies shots. What bad luck. I hope she wasn't singing that "You Make Me Want to Die" song. But anyway, Sundays is my Christmas party, virtual Christmas party. Oh, hold on. Here's a super chat and a question. Looks like a Sean question. The question is, I want to thank all three of you for doing the live shows this year. I had a blast at Son of Monster Palooza. It was great running into Sean again in line at the Marriott Hotel. Plus, I got to meet Wednesday and Ozzy at the con too. I'm sorry I missed it. I was trying to get there. Sounds like a great time. And thank you, Classic of the Deceased. For the super
I remember bumping into him in the hotel lobby. Yeah. In fact, I believe, as I recall, he was waiting for his room. His room wasn't ready. And I got there to check in, and my room wasn't ready. And I pissed and moaned and had the promoter of the show come talk to them. And they put me in a room right away. And I felt bad for him. And I said, I am sorry that I'm a privileged bitch, but I got a show to set up. So sorry.
Yeah, no, it's true. How do you become a member? You go to the front, you click on my name, and then it says join. And you can do that, and you'll see all the tour diaries. The new one came out yesterday, new one being from July 5th. And then I got a few more. I'm trying to decide, do I put out the video of the CEO killer, the location? I went to the spot where the murder happened and where he escaped. It's not really my audience. It's not my thing necessarily. It would be like Sean filming the Brady Bunch house. People expect rock. They don't expect murderers. What do you guys think? Do you think people would want to see that?
Sure.
Wednesday says no, but Wednesday's fans love. He's not a serial killer.
I think you need to show more drone footage. That's where we're going. The drones.
Mm-hmm. This Luigi, though, he's a superstar. I hate to say it. Last time I talked about it, they hit me for ad suitability. I did win the claim. Angie, thank you so much. Happy holidays. Always enjoy the lives. Sean, do you ever film stuff and just feel like, it's not good enough, and then debate whether or not you want to put it out, or do you just go, it's going out?
No, I do that all the time. I mean, like I filmed that whole getting stuck on the Splash Mountain ride, and I haven't decided if I'm doing anything with it yet. I started to edit it, and I was like, this is kind of boring. It's not really my crowd. But the only cool part about it was when they were exiting us through the back employee areas, there's a Splash Mountain thing that's still up in like an off limits area, and
That's
I
cool.
was like, that's cool that but I don't think that many people that watch my channel would care.
That's one of the
I don't know.
things.
We'll see. How desperate I get.
Yeah, I understand that too. I try to tell people it's not about how famous or popular you are with YouTube. It's about how you use the algorithm you're posting and how much of your subscribers watch your personal videos. And so it's tricky when sometimes we come across something good that might not fit our niche audience. Let's see here. A bunch of questions came by and I kind of missed them. A green-eyed girl. Are there any Xmas traditions each year that you do? Thanks for another great waste of time. I mean, I've said mine. I'm ridiculous. I start celebrating Christmas on November 1st. I watch every Christmas special and movie. I got the tree. The whole house is decorated. I went to Disney Christmas parties. I'm going to Sean's Christmas party. I mean, I really embrace it. My theory on holidays is that we're all going to be dead soon, some sooner than others. And we have less Christmases ahead of us than we have behind us, unless we're all going to live to over 100. And so I like to celebrate.
I think we will. I think we're going to get those brain implant chips, and we'll be able to
I'm
live
waiting.
and probably able to do this show for another 50 or 60 years, is what I was guesstimating just last night.
Well, happy holidays from Argentina. Are there any traditions that you guys do for Christmas?
Yes.
Besides throw your tree in the garbage?
I think that might be a new thing I do every year. I might have her purchase me a tree and then I throw it right in the trash, and it just sort of be our thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Every
destructive
Christmas
and it's holidays.
Every Christmas I go to there's a lot that sells trees, and we go purchase one every year.
So you're gonna have a real tree.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as on a more serious note, even though I do that every year, I was just trying to pick the most obvious thing. We also open gifts on the 25th. But did you? Oh, I thought Wednesday was froze there for a second. He was for a second. Yeah.
Always frozen.
Something that has been a tradition since I was a little kid. My Aunt Robin and I would make cookies, and it's usually just kind of the regular, the plain, sugar cookie or whatever, and then we'd get my favorite thing is that tube frosting, those big tubes, and you put the frosting on those. I've got some. I've already got it. Haven't made it yet. Definitely won't be tonight because I've already went way over my sugar quota for today. But soon those cookies will be, maybe tomorrow night, because I think we're going to get the tree tomorrow night. So I'll probably do the cookies tomorrow night.
That's more of a traditional Christmas, wait closer to the holiday and do it. This whole getting started on November 1st is insane.
Not for us.
Yeah. Not for everybody.
I'm usually getting the tree before December 1st. We've been lagging.
So.
I've been to your house Wednesday, and I've seen the Halloween decorations. Is there anything Christmassy mixed in with the holiday?
No, not yet. Don't think it's going to get mixed in. There's some red and green lights, though.
That's good. Yeah. Karen asks, does Wednesday have a tree? Yes, he got a tree. It was a black tree, and he threw it in the garbage.
Yeah, I took the lights off of it, though. I kept them, though.
Yeah, well, it's Halloween in all of our houses. I mean, if you look at the shit behind us, although I put a lot of cool holiday junk behind me now.
It's Christmas colored right there.
Here's
red and green.
Yeah.
Here's the Charlie Brown Peanuts Christmas toys. And then I bought these. Let's move this. I bought these because they had the original Toys R Us orange sticker on it. And
cool.
It's hard to see.
I like this Christmas stuff. I wish I could get into it more. I don't know. And my Christmas heart is gone.
I try to put all my Christmas stuff behind me, and there's a leg lamp back there and all that. Well, Classic Deceased has another super chat. Thank you so much. I was waiting for 3 hours to get my room, but hey, it was great talking to you, Sean. Also, I hope to meet you, Jason, next year, maybe at Monts Blues in May. I've never been to the main event, so I can't wait. I hope I'll be there. I hope we'll all be there. It's all schedule. I'm going to tell you guys a big announcement once I say goodbye to everybody. So, Jules, thanks for watching, and I'm glad you got to get your message through to Wednesday. And Black Friday destroyed Christmas. I think that's racist, but I'm not sure. And I got some Krampus stuff too. Anyway, you know where to find all of us, and the guys will pop in on Sunday, and maybe we'll recap a little bit.
Committed to that.
No, that's true. But if he can't make it, I will play the part of Sean as well. And I'm going to need to take a haircut. And anyway, we'll recap a little bit about what it was like. And there will be some great guests stopping by for the Christmas party. And one of them is Christian, I will tell you that, who appears here on every Christmas. And Sean and I have his T-shirt. But that's all the hints on.
And they're still selling them on the damn website, which kind of, here, yeah. If you go to that band's website, they're still available at a discounted price. It's kind of a kick in the ass.
Maybe they made too many. Yeah. Well, anyway,
maybe they didn't pray hard enough to sell more.
Yeah, I think they need to. Yesterday, I was driving and there was a car in front of me that had that band's license plate, and I thought it has to be one of them. And then I texted them, but it was not. But anyway, we'll see you guys again very soon, and thank you for watching. And then you guys hold on, and I'll tell you the announcement. All right. The big dating game wave goodbye.